I was first involved in NAIOP in 1991 when I became partners with Harold Hill and Gus Rahm. They had been actually starting members of NAIOP. When I came on, I kind of took their spot and started doing a lot of stuff with the government affairs and with the community enhancement. I got asked to be president when we were in Toronto in 1997, and I agreed to it. And I found out that day that we were going to be hosting the national convention in 1999 while I was president. So I kind of cursed the two guys that asked me to be the president at that time. But it actually worked out very, very well. And we had a wonderful year that year. NAIOP mainly is a advocate for us with the cities and the state government, and also is a place where you feel comfortable with not only people that are in your same industry, but all of your vendors and all the people that are doing work for you. And so I've found it very valuable, and that I can sit down with other developers and trade notes, because we're not really fighting against each other. We're mainly fighting to get permits and to get forward, because we all have the same tenants and we're all trying to make them happy. Top of the list right now would be Eastside Catholic School, which I didn't make any money on. It was a pro bono, and 14 years later, still working on the project. And it was 48 acres we built 190,000 square feet on the site, and we can build another 60,000 square feet when we want to. But and people said, well, you did that because of your kids. And I said, none of my kids, all my kids were graduated by the time the school was up. So none of them got to be there. But my first grandkid is there. And with 10 grandkids, I'm expecting a couple more will probably be there at some point. I'm a singles hitter. So I like to find deals and put them together, and they'll do well over the years. I hit a home run on one. The PSE building down in 228th in West Valley down in Kent. It was 29 acres. I had a tenant for a third of the building. By the time we bought the building, I had tenants for the entire building, 2 tenants for the entire building. It wasn't PSE at that time, but 6 months later, PSE came in and says, oh, we'll take it. And they took that 2/3 on a 10-year basis. We refinanced out of that building for 100% of all of our cash. A year and a half later, paid back AT&T, who I bought the building from, who gave us seller financing, because that was a time when the market was absolutely in the tank. And they called me up and they said, we bet money that you would never pay this loan back. And I paid it back in a year and a half, and it worked out great. Keep knowledge, just keep learning new things. Be nice to the people that are around you. It's really hard to change your inner workings if you're not nice to people. I mean, the tenants want you they want to be heard and helped. Your contractors want to be paid on time. They don't want to be talked down to. There's just a whole litany of deals. Everybody is on the same plateau. All you're trying to do is make a deal work. Well, I'd like to thank, first off, my wife, Lily, my kids for putting up with me during that time, because we didn't have a lot of vacations when they were growing up. I was obviously on top of all this stuff. I'd like to thank John McKenna for putting up with me and teaching me so much in the beginning. Harold Hill, Gus Rahm, and Michael Stern, who've now passed away. They were all great mentors. And now just the people that are around me that keep it going, mainly Danny Jackson, who is going to be your new president in 2024. I mean, I knew he would be. He's been a fabulous person to be around and will take us well into the future.